Hello there, I hope this video finds you all well and healthy. I just thought I will share a small tip, well an idea that I came up with. I've got these seedlings that I want to plant out in my garden. The only problem is the slugs and snails love to chomp all the leaves on the seedlings and basically kill them off. So I was trying to come up with a plan of how to defend my seedlings. I've got some bean seedlings here and some maize. I'm going to try and plant those in the garden instead of having grass growing there and having to mow it using electricity, which is not really environmentally friendly if you think about it. So I was thinking of turning my garden more into a vegetable garden, and I did plant some butternut seedlings or butternut seeds, and some of them have grown into seedlings, and noticed that the slugs or something has been chomping on them. So I was trying to think of an environmentally friendly way to protect the seedlings from slugs and snails, and I came up with an idea of using a beer can. Basically just cut the top off with a pair of scissors. Just used a Stanley knife to make a hole in it. Get the scissors in there, chop the top off there, and then make another hole with a Stanley knife, cut that in half again. Gives you the two halves of the can. Save the bottom half, and then I just basically cut bits on the top to make a rough edge like that. Fold them over to the outside, outwards. Just being careful at all times not to cut yourself, because this tin can be quite sharp. It's quite easy to cut with the scissors because it's quite thin. And basically I've been putting those in my garden with the seedling in the center, sort of in this sort of way. That way I figure the slugs and snails can't easily climb over the top of these, and the sharp points will be a deterrent for them, because they don't like anything sharp underneath on their feet, if you could call them feet. The snail's got 1 foot. But yeah, that was the idea that I came up with, and basically I'll do the same with the base. Just cut that bit off, cut the bottom part off there, and do the same with that, which I'll do one now while I've got this video rolling, just to demonstrate to you the method that I'm using. Trying to be careful. Scissors are a bit more safe than using a Stanley knife to cut this bit. Got an old t-shirt here which I cut up to use for cloths, so I don't have to buy any. I don't like wasting anything. If there's another use I can find for something, then definitely I'll use it. Any sort of way to save money and to try and save the environment as much as possible. So yeah, basically it's a bit rough, but that's fine. Just sort of cut triangle shapes out of that now. Again, being careful not to cut the fingers. And the bits that come off there will go into my recycling. But I thought, well, instead of putting pesticides and things on the ground, which is not very environmentally friendly, I would try this and see how that works out. I think for my butternut seedlings outside, which I'll show you in the rest of this video, I'll do the second part of this video in my garden, just to give you an idea what the garden defenses are looking like. Maybe I should make them a little bit steeper, I don't know. These points on here. Make them a little bit closer together maybe. I have to try and experiment with it. apparently slugs and snails usually come out in the night time, so therefore I don't normally see them, don't catch them in the act of chomping on my seedlings. You know, with this coronavirus lockdown, I decided to start doing a bit of gardening, keep the mind occupied, and it will be nice to get some fresh vegetables. There's nothing like fresh vegetables from your own garden. So yeah, you can let me know what you think in the comments below about this idea, whether you think it'll work or there could be some sort of improvement on it. Possibly for these seedlings I'd need to make these a bit taller. I don't know. At the same time, when you water them, it sort of catches the water within the beer can, this part of the beer can, and it kind of reflects the sunlight towards the seedling as well. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, I don't know. But anyway, in the next part of this video I'll show you the ones that I've done in the garden and see what you think about that. Right, so here we are in the garden. Hopefully the wind doesn't interfere too much with the sound. And these are basically the ones that I've set up so far to defend my seedlings against the slugs and snails and whatnot. We shall see whether they work. Basically just putting this into the ground, pushing it down a bit, and just put the soil around it like that. So yeah, basically that's how I was planning to defend the things. Hopefully that works. I'll just show you the other seedlings I've got here. Just grab the camera off. I think it's easier to see where I'm filming. Those are my bean seedlings. They're coming along quite nicely. They're ready to be planted out soon. There's some maize ones there as well. And there, more maize. Basically I was just preparing the ground here to plant them. First time I've tried to grow anything in this garden, so we'll see what happens. Give it a go, see how it goes. So yeah, that's the butternut that I've planted so far. And it's going to start planting the beans on this side, and maybe the maize down that way. So yeah, let me know what you think about the garden defense, and whether you think there could be any improvement on it, or whether you think it's a good idea or not. And maybe I'll do another video in a couple of weeks time to show you how the vegetables are coming along. And I hope you enjoyed this video.